Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today we will be talking about the classification of animals, vertebrates and invertebrates. There are different ways to classify or differentiate animals, but today we will be looking into the classification of animals on the basis of their backbone or spinal column. Okay, all the animals that have a backbone or a spinal column are kept in one group called the vertebrates. A vertebrate is an animal with a backbone or a spinal column, which is also called vertebrate. There are five different types of vertebrates: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Once again, there are five different types of vertebrates: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. First, we'll be looking into the fish. Fish are animals that live in the water. They have gills that allow them to breathe underwater. They are cold-blooded animals. I will be talking about cold-blooded and warm-blooded in the next slide. Okay? Example of fish could be trout fish, shark, whale, lionfish. Amphibians. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals. They have gills just like fish to breathe underwater when they hatch, but later they develop lungs and move to the dry land. Okay, so first they are able to live underwater when that's why they have gills as well, but later they move to the dry land. Okay, that's when they develop lungs like us. For example, frogs, toads, salamanders. Now the next one, reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals that lay eggs. Their skin is covered with hard and dry scales. For example, alligators, crocodiles, snakes, lizards, and turtles. Now birds. I'm sure you all are familiar with birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals that have feathers, wings, and lay eggs. Many, but not all, birds can fly. That means all of the birds cannot fly, okay? Just because they are birds does not mean every one of them can fly. For example, ostrich. Ostriches, they do not fly at all, okay? Some more example of birds are hawk, eagle, pigeon, crow, and so on. Mammals. Now we are mammals. Okay, mammals are warm-blooded animals that give birth and nurse their young with milk and have fur or hair. Okay, more example of mammals are dolphins, giraffes, and horses. There are currently around 65,000 known species of vertebrate animals. This sounds like a lot, but vertebrates are only around 3% of all the animals on Earth. Most of the animal species are invertebrates. Vertebrate animals can either be warm-blooded or cold-blooded. Warm-blooded animals are able to regulate their internal temperature and have fur and feathers to help keep them warm. Only birds and mammals are warm-blooded. Mammals and birds are warm-blooded, which means that they can make their own body heat even when it is cold outside. Whether it is sunny and hot outside or there is a snowstorm and it is very cold, warm-blooded animals have body temperatures that usually stay the same. Cold-blooded animals, on the other hand, cannot maintain a constant body temperature. The temperature of their body is determined by the outside surroundings. Reptiles, amphibians, and fish are all cold-blooded. Cold-blooded animals, like reptiles, amphibians, and fish, become hotter and colder depending on the temperature outside. For example, when the sun sets at night, their bodies are cooler because it is less warm outside. When the sun is out, however, their bodies soak up the heat and become warmer. Here are some of the examples of the vertebrate animals: You can play the PowerPoint and try to guess which vertebrate group do the following animals belong to. Is it fish, bird, mammal, amphibian, or a reptile? Try to do it by yourself. Invertebrates. An invertebrate is an animal without a backbone or a spinal column. Invertebrates can be classified into 6 groups: arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, annelids, poriferas, and cnidarians. Number 1. Arthropods. Arthropods are the largest invertebrate group. All arthropods have an external skeleton called an exoskeleton. The examples of arthropods could be crustaceans, myriapods, arachnids, insects. Number 2. Mollusks. Mollusks are another large group of invertebrates. There are 3 subgroups: gastropod, bivalves, cephalopod. The examples of mollusks could be octopus, snail, slug, oyster. Number 3. Echinoderms. Echinoderms live at the bottom of the sea. They are covered by a hard, spiny skin. For example, starfish. Number 4. Annelids. Annelids have a long, soft body with moist skin. Many annelids are parasites and live inside the bodies of other animals. For example, tapeworm, earthworm, leeches. Number 5. Poriferas. Poriferas live in water. They are the simplest invertebrates with no muscles, nervous, or circulatory system. For example, sponges. Number 6. Cnidarians. Cnidarians live in the sea. They have a soft, jelly-like body with one opening. For example, jellyfish. Invertebrates make up the largest group in the animal kingdom. 97% of all the animal species on Earth are invertebrates. Here, you can play the PowerPoint and try to guess which invertebrate group do the following animals belong to. This slide is for revision and to summarize all the important points needed to understand vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbone. They are classified into 5 different groups: amphibian, bird, fish, mammal, and reptile. Amphibian, cold-blooded, breathe with lungs and gills, smooth, moist skin, no scales, and lay eggs. Bird, warm-blooded, lay eggs, have feathers and wings, 2 legs, breathe with lungs, have bills or beaks. Fish, cold-blooded, breathe with gills, lay eggs, and have fins. Mammal, warm-blooded, have hair, produce milk for young, give live birth, have hair or fur, and breathe with lungs. Reptile, cold-blooded, breathe with lungs, lay eggs, and have dry, scaly skin. This slide is for revision and to summarize all the important points needed to understand invertebrates. Invertebrates are animals without backbone. The first one, annelid. For example, worms. 2 body openings, simple nervous system. Arthropod, jointed legs. More than one body section, exoskeleton. Cnidaria, stinging cells. Tentacles with stinging cells, 1 body opening, live in water. Echinoderm, spiny-skinned. Bodies in 5 parts, covered in spikes or spines. External skeleton made of lime. Mollusk, soft-bodied. Soft-bodied with external or internal shells. Have a foot or tentacles. Most have shells. Porifera, sponges. No body openings, no muscles, nerves, or organs. Live in water. Try to answer these questions by yourself first. Remember to read all the information and go through the slides once again before attempting the questions. The questions are as follows. Number 1. What is a vertebrate? What type of vertebrate is a dog? Number 2. What are the 5 groups of vertebrates? Number 3. In what way can we classify vertebrates? Number 4. What is an invertebrate? Number 5. How do many invertebrates protect their soft bodies? Number 6. How do invertebrates reproduce? Number 7. In what way can we classify invertebrates? Try to distinguish the vertebrates and the invertebrates from the following picture. For vertebrates, you can circle the picture with an orange or a red color. For an invertebrate, you can circle the picture with a blue color. Give any 4 examples of vertebrates and 4 examples of invertebrates.